Hello, my name is Brian Kelly and this is my submission for the Hyperlinked Library MOOCs virtual assignment. The title is Developing My Online Professional Learning Network. For the assignment we were asked to provide an answer to the question, what are you taking away from the Hyperlinked Library MOOC? For me, the most important tangible aspect of the MOOC was the assignment which asked participants to document plans for the development of an online professional learning network, or OPLN. I will summarise my plans and provide the context which made this assignment particularly relevant for me. I first became involved in the web in 1993 when I set up one of the first websites at Leeds University. From 1996 until July 2013, I was a National Web Advisor based at UConn, where I helped establish the annual Institutional Web Management Workshop, which ran from 1997 to 2013, and provided a large and well-established community based around a physical environment and annual events. But beyond this physical environment, we also have the importance of the online environment. So this mosaic was created by the Frinter service, and it comprises the avatars of my Twitter network. This provides a powerful illustration of the notion that you are not alone, you do not live in a vacuum. This depiction of my Twitter connections illustrates my diverse communities. It was created by Tony Hurst, a friend of mine, who annotated clusters of related online connections. As can be seen, as well as the web management community, there are also large clusters of professional contacts who work in libraries, in educational technologies and the museum sector. In October 2013, I started a new job as Innovation Advocate at CETUS at the University of Bolton. This is an exciting role, working for a well-established and highly regarded national body with an international reputation in e-learning standards and related areas. In my new role, I face some new challenges: the need to build links with new colleagues, respond to the challenges of working from home, development of new connections relevant to my new role, and exploring ways in which existing contacts may provide useful connections in the new job. The Hyperlinked Library MOOC has been useful in this new job, with several of the assignments being relevant to me. In particular, they help to provide the motivation to write several blog posts and create digital artifacts which were pertinent to my new role. The fourth assignment, to write plans for the development of my OPLN, has been particularly useful. I published the assignment on the 6th of November, 2 weeks before it was due. I decided to publish it early as I hoped it would be of use to other students and that their feedback might be useful to me. The first requirement was to produce a goals statement. The goals statement aims to provide a meaningful summary of how I regard my OPLN and the benefit I hope it will provide. The second requirement was to define the scope of my network. There were two main areas: the clearly identifiable groups of people, such as new colleagues and people who work for key organisations. For this group I was able to name the names. The second group related to people who are working in broad areas which might be of importance to my new role, such as those working in e-learning, learning analytics, etc. These may be people I do not yet know and will hope to identify by proactively engaging in social media services. The third requirement was to describe my resource network, the resources which will satisfy my goals and scope. Several were easy to identify: Twitter, blogs, LinkedIn, SlideShare, mailing lists. However, while I was preparing the blog post for the assignments, I noticed an old contact of mine appeared as she signed on to Skype. This provided an opportunity for me to become reacquainted and to mention my new job. And this led to an invitation to speak at a forthcoming conference which will be held in Australia, although my contribution will be made from home using networked technologies. However, this did make me realise the potential value of serendipitous contacts. Not everything needs to be planned in advance. Also, not everything has to be done online. The social aspects of professional relationships can also be important. In the case of my new job at Cetus, I'm looking forward to meeting new colleagues in the Old Man and Scythe, an amazing pub in Bolton, which is one of the 10 oldest pubs in Britain. The final requirement for the MOOC was to describe plans for the maintenance of the network. This is very relevant for me as I have well-established network connections from my previous job. I will have a need to prune this network, as otherwise I might find myself inundated with too diverse a range of tweets, blog posts, mail messages, etc. I'm looking at tools such as Just Unfollow and Manage Flitter, which can help me to understand my network better, the first stage before actually pruning the network or managing it in other ways. I currently follow over 1,400 Twitter accounts. Can I prune it to 1,000, I wonder? I've summarised my key communities in the blog post for the assignments. However, I recently came across the Coglit tool, which I have used to provide a visualisation of my OPLN. Interestingly, I came across this tool from a Facebook status update from somebody I know on Facebook, read her blog, but have never met. Should I prune her from my network, I wonder? We've not met, but her Facebook status updates are often of interest to me. Pruning my network may well prove to be a difficult task. For the assignment, the MOOC participants were asked to provide a summary of the key learning points that they've gained from the MOOC. For me, my takeaways are the value of planning for one's OPLN, the need to maintain the network and even delete nodes in the network, even though, as I've illustrated, this can be painful. But also, there is also a need to remember the importance of the physical meetings. Thank you, and if you found this useful, feel free to subscribe to my blog.